Live, we are live, we are live, guys. Welcome to another show of YARDCHAT. This late evening is 10:21, streaming live from New York, from Staten Island, and it's a beautiful even into the night, 72 degrees, guys. Beautiful out, beautiful, guys. What's going on? How you guys feeling tonight? Welcome to the live. And listen, guys, you know what we're going to speak about tonight. We're going to speak on Karmelo Anthony, guys. They want to put up the charge this young man as adult, and it's not a good thing because if he get convicted, guys, he's facing up to 40 years in prison. And for a young man to spend all his life in jail, guys, in prison, that is not a good thing, guys. Leave your comment. Let me know how you guys feel. Welcome to YARDCHAT. I'm your host, Wesley, guys. And check this out. Wait for some people to come into the live, guys. So welcome to the live. Welcome to YARDCHAT. Leave your thoughts. Leave your comments in the chat, guys. I want everyone to get involved. And we are a minute and 11 seconds in the live, guys. Welcome to YARDCHAT, guys. Welcome to the live. Welcome to the live. Welcome to the live, guys. Welcome to the live. And we're going to speak tonight on, we're going to speak on, we have this young man here. You know what I mean? I want to get a better picture of him. I don't know if I can get a better picture of him right here. Karmelo Anthony, right? We all aware what happened, right? We all aware what happened in Texas. This young man brought a weapon to attract me and use that weapon to unalive a 17-year-old kid. Austin Metcalf. 17-year-old young man had his life ahead of him and got snuffed out over issues that I believe could have been resolved instead of go to this extent, to the extreme where, the way I look at it, guys, the way I look at this case, they're gonna try this young man as an adult, and they cannot use self-defense. I don't think so. Premeditated, very, very strong possibility, guys, because check this out now. You made a decision willfully, consciously, to bring a concealed weapon to attract me. Agree or not, guys? Agree or not? Am I right? Am I right? Am I right? He brought a weapon to attract me. Got into some altercation with Austin. And claimed it was self-defense. After you deliberately brought a weapon in your bag, concealed, touch me and see what happened. Knowing that you got a weapon in your bag. That's not a fair fight. And what happened to his parents? Why didn't you go to your parents and tell them that you are being bullied? Why didn't you go to the guidance counselor? Why didn't you go to the principal? Why didn't you go to your teacher? Why didn't you go to someone? Why you didn't report it? Why you had to go to that extreme to take the law into your own hands? So therefore, I cannot support that. Everybody goes, oh, YARDCHAT, oh, it's self-defense. No, I don't see no self-defense. If you are being bullied, why are you at a place that you know you will be bullied? Why? If you don't supposed to be there, why? Why are you there? And to make it even more intense, you brought a weapon, concealed weapon in your book bag. So what of him, didn't get a chance to live his life, didn't get a start, guys. It is what it is. So do you guys believe that Karmelo Anthony should be tried as an adult? That's the question. Good morning, good night, Mason. To the people in the chat, do you guys believe Karmelo Anthony should be charged as an adult, and he will be charged as an adult? Do you think he should be held accountable for his action? What do you think, Mason? You think he should be held accountable for his action? Thank you for the light, guys. I appreciate it. That's the question, guys. Do you think Karmelo Anthony should be held accountable for his action? It's not about self, don't put, we talking about should he be held accountable? Are there grounds for this young man should be held accountable for his action? There's a lot of grounds. To me, there's a lot of grounds. He made a self-consciously decision and a choice to bring a weapon. Number one. People not looking at this, especially black people, man. They're not looking at this. They're looking at this as a black and white case. It's not a black and white case. These people trying to make it into some racial black and white, and it's not. It shouldn't be. I don't look at it like that. I look at it that a crime was committed. It doesn't matter if the person black and white. If it was vice versa, all hell would have break loose. All hell process. We all know that. But since that's not the fact, we're dealing with the facts in front of us. We're dealing with Karmelo Anthony right now, very as an adult, according to the news going around on social media, and in the news itself. He will be charged as adult, guys. Do you believe he should be charged as adult or not? Leave your comment in the chat, guys, and press the like button, guys. Thank you for coming to the chat, guys. Welcome to After Hours with YARDCHAT tonight, and we talking about Karmelo Anthony tonight, guys. Leave your feedback, leave your comments. Let me know how you guys feel about this one, and engage, guys. And also, if you want to come up on the platform and talk about it, I can invite one person to come on the platform, guys. You know what I mean? And how's everyone doing this afternoon, guys? Big up to everyone coming. 2 degrees in New York, guys. Beautiful, beautiful evening, man. You know what I mean? We see how that going. That's another um mess case that's messy. You know? Yeah, guys. You know what I mean? So what's going on, people? Leave your chat, man. Mason, what's going on, Mason? Yo, what's going on? Welcome to the live, guys. We only 9 minutes in. Last night I was doing a live, and all of a sudden the live just cut off. I don't know why. I don't know. Maybe I don't know. I don't know if I touched it by mistake, but it live just went off. So I don't know. But it was like only like 9 minutes live. I'm like, what? What's going on? So I don't know. I don't know what happened last night with the live. But I didn't even go back on after that. I was like, you know what? It is what it is. You know what I mean? I try to come on more often and do more lives, guys. So I want more people to engage with on my platform. So tonight we having a discussion, about Anthony. Personally, I don't see self-defense case. I really don't see that because number one, gonna get him. You don't go there. Where where? Why would you go to someone environment? No, that environment you're trying to avoid it. It's not like anyone forced you. You willingly go there to see what. And to me, you brought a concealed weapon in your book bag to a trap meet, and you got into altercation with another guy, and you pull out that weapon, and you know, and now we at this point where you got out on bail, and now according to the news and things going on, and I think it's authentic that you are being charged as adult, and that come with 40 years in prison, guys. 40 years, that's a long time. 40 years, 40 long years. If you count them in 10 years, man, you got to do 4 10s. 4 10s. Doing 4 decades, man. That's whoa. That's his whole life right there, guys. His whole adult life is gone. Oof. See, just like that. I mean, a lot of people, I don't believe he. Again, man, I'm, I don't know, man. Actions speak louder than words. People gonna say, was this planned? But people gonna say, well, it wasn't planned. He didn't militia. Yeah, but in a way, because you carry a weapon to attract me, and which is uncalled for, you know, against school policy, breaking the law. It's a lot of things. And now it ends like this, where someone lost their life, this young kid. And people don't understand. So what we gonna say about this kid? What we gonna say about this what we gonna say about this kid here? What we gonna say about him? He don't deserve justice. He should just be forgotten, just be a statistic? Should he be, you know, someone should be held accountable for him for this young man not being there? What his family's going through? What his family going through, that it's rough, guys. And at the same time, you got to go back and look at the person who that did the crime, and okay, you understand in both parties, you understand, but at the same time, to be neutral and to be honest and to be fair in the eye of the Most High God, you have to be held accountable because he did something wrong. So if we don't hold him accountable, people will think this type of action and behavior is okay. And you deliberately put a weapon in your book bag. That's the thing that I can't get out of my mind, because that triggered the whole dynamic to end the way it did. Because I'm sure Austin Metcalf wasn't expecting this to happen at a track meet. Someone bringing a knife, and you get into hustle, and you get he was that's the last thing on his mind. So the opposite now, the person that put the weapon in their book bag, that's not the last thing on mind. That's the first thing on mind to do. Because they make sure they put it in the book bag. That's the first thing. So you see the two mindset. So there is no excuse for Anthony, for Karmelo Anthony. There is no excuse for this young man. Yes, it's a shame. The situation could have been handled much better. You know, are you going to blame the parents? You really can't, because sometimes you have, you have some kids out there, get very good house training and to be respectable, and you know be careful of the friends, we hang around with, and things like that. But then again, you have some of these kids, some of these teenagers, they want to do excuse me, they want to do what they want to do. And to me, it seemed like both, they were both good kids, man. But it seemed to me that, man, he went to the next level, guy. He went to the next level. Carmelo Anthony went to the next level, because I believe it didn't have to go to that extreme. If because number one, if you are be bullied, why are you in the spot where those people you so called say they are bullying you? That should be the furthest thing from your mind. Not to be in the same area those people that are bullying you. No, you should be like, oh, I don't want to be part of that. But yet, so some you have to be held accountable, guys. I believe so. He must be held accountable for his action. He cannot be like, oh, not, oh, self defense. I don't believe it was self defense. I believe more information will come out to the public, and sooner or later, guys, you're gonna have to make a ruling. Ruling. You know, with that, you cannot joke with take shortcuts. You got to make sure you dot your I, cross your T, because listen, rough in these streets. It's getting rough in these streets, guys. If you don't want to do the time, don't do the crime. If you don't want to do the time, don't do the crime, because the crime gonna come back to you, guys. The vibes you put out gonna come back. I don't know which picture is it. This one, yes. You know what I mean. Thanks you guys for coming into the chat. So whatever words, action, vibes you put out there in the atmosphere is gonna come back, guys. And when it come back, are you willing to pay? That's the thing. Everyone want to receive the good things, but and don't understand how they get those things. They do all type of, okay. Now he's being charged an adult, guys. What do you think? There's a couple people in the chat, guys. Do you think it's fair to charge a 17-year-old, but he's not going to get a death penalty, because for that age, that's it's what it is, guys. It is what it is. So leave your comment in the chat, guys. How you guys feel about this one, guys? Leave your comment in the chat, guys. How you guys feel about this Carmelo being charged as an adult? As an adult, guys. So I mean, his lawyers got to be on point, guys.